welcome back to another episode of Study with Jess. I hope you're all having an awesome week, and I'm so excited for today because I am doing a room tour. So I recently redecorated my room and I've been so excited to do this video because a lot of you guys have actually been asking me to do a desk tour or a room tour. So I'm going to do that for you guys today. So let's get into the video and I will show you around. So the first thing I thought I would show you guys is my desk, which I got from Ikea. So I try to keep it pretty tidy and organised, so even though I have quite a few things on my desk, there's still quite a bit of clean space to work. Also, I try and give each item on my desk its own little spot so that I don't lose or misplace anything. This way, I always know where to find a particular pen, post-it note, handout, or important document. Over here is my desk organiser, which has quite a few different compartments, so that's really handy because I tend to keep quite a few things in here like my paper clips, pins, post-it notes. These bright coloured neon hearts and moustaches are my favourites, by the way, and I got these from Officeworks. And then I also have some different coloured pens and highlighters over here. And you guys know my obsession with highlighters already, so I usually go through them pretty quickly. And scissors and a calculator and some tissues in this compartment. And then I usually keep a ton of flashcards in a separate section because I tend to use these a lot. And then I also picked up this mini desk organiser with some hot pink post-it notes, paper clips, bulldog clips and pins from Typo. And I really like these because I just like to keep it on my desk as well to brighten it up and add a nice pop of colour. I also like to have a couple different candles around my study and also on my desk. Not so much because I need the extra light, but it can just be really nice to add a couple of them and it just makes my environment feel more calm, which helps me feel relaxed and stay focused. And this mint green one has a really nice smell and it's a soy-based candle, and I also like the copper lid on it as well. I thought this was really pretty. And I always love to display inspirational quotes on my desk because it gets me into a really positive mindset. So these ones are from Kiki K and I have 2 decks, so I just rotate them around most days. And then this guy is my favourite pencil holder at the moment. He's actually meant to be a mug, but I thought it would look really cool to store some of my pencils in it instead. And then behind him I have another little bowl of paper clips. I don't really use that many paper clips, but I just think that they look really cool on my desk. And then I have this teacup and saucer that I usually keep on the side of my desk, and I just use it to remind me to take a break and go make a cup of tea whilst I'm working. And lately I've been really loving chamomile tea or lemongrass and ginger, but comment below letting me know what type of tea you guys like to drink. So on my desk you will also find a couple of notebooks, and these ones are my favourite at the moment. They're my Buffalo journals from Typo, and I also have my hot pink pencil case on my desk as well. I usually keep a bunch of coloured pencils, a couple of grey pencils, some pens and a few erasers like these little guys, because most of the stuff I need is already on my desk. Oh, and then down here I have my set of stacking drawers that I use for my incoming and outgoing to-dos or handouts. And I like to use these because it helps me stay organised, and also I can keep track of anything that I still need to attend to. And now onto a few of my study essentials that you will always find on my desk. So the first one is my bay. It's my MacBook Air. Well, you guys are my first bay. This is my second bay. And because I'm usually at my laptop for pretty long amounts of time, I like to keep eye drops on my desk so I don't get sore or tired eyes. I also like to have something little to munch on, so sometimes I'll just keep some gum on my desk, but other times I'll have some fresh fruit or trail mix that I usually make myself. So staying hydrated is a must, so I always have a bottle of water on my desk to remind me to drink. I try and aim for about 6 glasses of water a day, but I don't always meet that goal. And my last study essential that I keep on my desk are hair ties, because I like to keep my hair out of my face when I'm working. So I usually just tie my hair up in a loose ponytail or throw it up in a messy bun. And now onto the rest of my room. So over here I have these frames which I hung, and they have different printables inside, and this one is my favourite. It says "Don't stop, get it," and I love it because I think that perseverance and determination is key for success. And then you have my wall unit over here, which I styled with my favourite books. So up here are some of the books that I've read or plan to read shortly, And I love this big white owl. I think you guys have probably figured out that I'm obsessed with owls by now. And then over here are these really cute porcelain bunnies, and this was actually a quote card from Kiki K, by the way, but I framed it because I thought it was really nice. And then over here is probably one of my favorite things in my study. It's a silver and gold dictionary that I actually found at an op shop or thrift store, and it was only a couple of dollars. And this is my glass sand timer, and I recently bought this from Bed Bath & Table. I think the brand was Morgan & Finch. And then I have some storage boxes in my shelving unit because I like to keep all my bits and bobs inside, like scrapbooking paper, extra stationery, or other things I need to make my DIYs for you guys. These are from IKEA, and I just put them together, and they're really great because they hide all my mess. And I also have these magazine holders up here, which I use to store my exercise books in. And I'll take you guys across to this corner now. So here is my chair and side tables, and I usually sit here when I just want to read or sometimes paint my nails. So I have a few nail polish here, and this is kind of like my little beauty corner, I guess. And I have another really nice and big candle for this corner, which I haven't lit yet, but I definitely will soon. And I have some other wall art on this wall, and I really love them because they have really inspiring and motivating messages on them. And my favorite one is this one. It says, "Do what you love." So I think if you do what you love, then you will have a life that you're truly happy with, and it helps to give you a sense of purpose. And then here is my whiteboard, and it's organized so it's like a monthly planner where I just schedule in my important events like appointments, work deadlines, or social events. And I like to do this as well as write them in my diary or planner so that I can always see what I have planned for the month. Thank you guys so much for watching. So that was my room tour, and now you know exactly what is on my desk and what's around my room. And I really hope you liked this video. So if you did, then be sure to give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel, buttons down below. And also, I really want to know what sort of things you guys love for decorating your room. And if you have any really cool ideas, then leave a comment below because I'd love to hear them. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Bye!